Hi there, UKDCers. Today, this is a full review of the Viper Key. This is with the copper, carbon fibre and titanium bolsters. This cost me, in this configuration, £186 from Knives and Tools. This is made in Italy. Maniaggio again, I believe. It's obviously made by Viper. So it'll come in this boxy here. Pretty standard affair. In there, so they call it bronze carbon fibre, but it is copper. I actually think that's my receipt. That is my receipt. Well, there you go. That's what you get in the box. That. There's any warranty stuff? Boom, there it is on screen for you. You also get this really questionably made leather slip. I mean, look at that. What a dog's dinner they made of that thing. Would have been quite nice, to be honest, but can't be bothered to line up the edges, lads. Conversely, if you have a look at Fox's offering, look at that. Much, much nicer. Just easily done. Slap them together, sew them up. What happened there? Incidentally, yeah, it fits perfectly in there, as you'd expect. This is one of those lovely, lovely blades that's extremely difficult to open. Go and have a look at my spring strength guide. Boom, it'll be in the description. And this is like second, I want to say third place, something like that. And it's not off by much. You really need to get your nail in there to pull that out. This is no joke, this one. But look at it. Oh, that's stunning, that is. That is really nice. At least to my eye. I absolutely love that. It is a fingerprint magnet, and that's all the more annoying because it's so difficult to open. Get me a little pink microfiber there, which barely does anything. But yeah, when I saw these, I've already, of course, done a review on the Viper Dan or Daily Assorted Needs. So this is the 2, and this was stunning. Really, really enjoyed this one. So I thought, yeah, no, I'll absolutely give this a go. And yeah, it's more of the same. These guys have knocked it out of the park. It's a Jesper Voxnay's design, which I very much like to see. He designed the Suru and a bunch of other things. He's a great designer, he is, and this is no exception. Before we go too far into this, if you're very worried about legality, this is going by the cutting edge being 3 inches, not the blade length, which is technically what it says in UK law. It's Criminal Justice Act 1988, Section 139, subsection 3, which is beholden. Well, subsection 2 is beholden under subsection 3, and subsection 3 says with a cutting edge of the blade no longer than 3 inches. This does comply with that. Some police are going to argue with you on that, and you could lose your £186 knife. So this comes with a just a warning. This is very technically legal. Do be careful. However, look at that blade shape. God, I do love that, and they've really done a good job of getting this choil right out past the grind line there. Like, that is lovely seeing that. Like, it's really annoying when you sharpen and you just catch that. Absolutely fantastic. Do wish it had a long pull or something. You just got a little cutout in there for that. So this available again in a range of different materials. So right now on Knives and Tools, you can get this in micarta, just plain titanium, green micarta, as well as natural. You can get this in that copper carbon fibre right there with the bolster. Normal carbon fibre without the bolster. You can get it with a bolster and green micarta. and you can get this with bronze titanium. I also know from some other places you can get like some sort of fade titanium, which looks really nice, like starts off like goldy blue and works its way up. This is available in any number of configurations, and it ranges, at least on Knives and Tools, from as little as 135 all the way up to this, which is 186. I went for this because I've never had this copper carbon fibre before, and not gonna act like it's issue free. Like right there, I don't know if the camera's gonna pick that up. You see that bit of copper just sticking out there, right there? Yeah, that's sticking out. I can feel that when I rub my finger against it. Like, cheers, guys. Yeah, you can quite clearly see that sticking out there. Yeah, look at that. I will take this apart as well. This is looks fully deconstructible. Do you have a stop pin in there? I think this is T8, T6s. We'll soon find out. And you get this lovely like spine work on there, and then this utterly useless jimping. Like, look, don't get me wrong, this is in a much smarter place than on most knives, because it's actually on the spring and not on the blade, so you can actually push down on it, which is a, you know, fantastic idea. Unfortunately, it doesn't offer much grip. You can just go straight over it, so it's largely useless. Oh well. You have a lovely walk and talk on this, perfectly centered, absolutely zero blade wobble. This is M390 as well, you know, the hot metal right off the press. Don't know how good it is. I'll be able to tell you for just light general EDC use, but not anything conclusive, so don't take my word on that. So yeah, do you get your lanyard hole here, which is lovely to see on knives without clips, because I do like to just pull them out of my pocket. And the fit and finish on this is, do you know what, fairly damn good. Again, like I said, there's always an issue, and I will point it out because I don't want people buying these based on my recommendations if I haven't told you everything. So if you just want to focus on that carbon fibre there, hey, do it. What are you focused on? There we go. So yeah, you can clearly see a bit of copper sticking out of there. But apart from that, that is honestly about the one thing, the one teeny little part I could find wrong with this. I did knock a little bit of copper out, like a tiny strand, when I first got this, but I don't really find myself complaining about that because it's just gone. So yeah, that's basically that. You get your sharpening choil there. It looks like, I mean, if they'd have milled out this a little bit, maybe. It is not really what I'd call a finger choil, to be honest. And also, don't count on a half stop saving you or anything, because it's not. It's just going to go further into your finger. It does have those lovely lines where you can't see the edge of the knife when it's closed. Look at that. That is wonderful. That looks really nice. I mean, I don't know how often you look at your knives closed. I don't often, but when I do, this is a good one to look at. Yeah, that lovely big, like, full flat grind on there. God, that's just gorgeous, isn't it, that work? I really do like that blade, and that's, if you're looking for a nice big blade to carry in the UK, like as big as you can get, this is your boy. This is as big as it gets over here. When I do the lineup, you can have a look, and this is a very sizable, like, blade length, because of course this isn't counted in the 3 inches there. So I'm now going to disassemble this quickly. Let's see how well this goes. This will probably be a time lapse again, because It's really boring watching me disassemble knives. But I like to keep it on screen just so you can see how possible or impossible it is. T8. It's a T8. Who'd have thought? T6. Oh, look, it's a T6. And there you have it. I haven't disassembled this before. Obviously, I can't be bothered to take the lanyard off. So you get that pin in the middle holding the spring. There's your stop pin. That's very nicely laid up against the spring there. You get oil all over this puppy. Phosphor bronze washers there. Let's see how it's when it's open. There you go, a nice solid lock up there. And yeah, it's honestly not too bad. It's just, again, T6, T8. I love to see that. Very nice and easy. Is it easy to put back together? Is the question. These are just solid pieces of titanium, which is very nice to see. So if you wanted, you could change the colour of that to, like, you know, like a nice blue or something. Good luck with that. But oh, and the pivot is not captive, like that. That is a non-captive pivot, as you'd expect for screws on both sides. No blade play. I think it's a little too tight, just a touch. But I don't know if you noticed that. But yeah, no blade play. Did you see how easy that was to put back together? With how strong a spring that is. Goodness. Ah, it's a great design there. I don't know what black magic you did on that, but Jesus. So yeah, nice and simple, easy to disassemble, easy to put back together, which is the important thing on knives with a disgustingly strong spring. Let's do a size comparison. Boom, stats. Sorry, UKPK Manly Wasp. And the much more acceptable Victorinox Pioneer. Smashes them all. That blade length, look at it, just inches out here, just in front of all of them. Doesn't care. If we do some other knives, look at that. Handle's bigger, but the blade, not so much. Same again, look at that. Looking at blade real estate. And then this probably will make it look small. Yeah, the Rat 1 sort of is quite a big boy. So yeah, it's what you make of it. Damn it. So this is definitely, if you're looking for a nice quality knife that's you're not uncomfortable carrying something that it's walking that thin edge. Read the law for yourself. Again, Criminal Justice Act 1988, Section 139 is what you're looking for. Specifically, subsection 2 and subsection 3. This is technically UK legal, but a lot of people aren't going to care. A lot of people are going to say, no, that blade is longer than 30 inches. You shouldn't be carrying that. I don't care about that. I'm going by the law, and I'm happy to carry this. I take it to work anyway. I don't know if I'd just take this around town. It's a bit much for just around town. I'd be much more likely to take something small, like something tiny like that for just around town. But for work or for whatever, or for just general, this is a lovely knife. And when you take this out of your pocket and you look at it, and this is stunning. And I've had co-workers saying this knife looks particularly nice, especially the blade grind. I mean, look at that. There's a couple of knives that are starting to look this way now. But I think in my first impressions I said this is sort of like, reminiscent of like it's like that Holt Spectre Shirogorov. Looks like I've scratched the blade there already. Oh, good. Sort of blade style. But yeah, no, this is lovely. Get that there. You get that there. But yeah, no, this is just a quality knife. It's not cheap, I will say that, and like I said, the legality issue is bound to put some people off, and I completely would not blame you if it put you off. But for me, this is a lovely one. I hope you got something out of this. Thank you very much for watching. Sorry this one's a bit longer. Cheers.